Hi, it's Fiona Lewis from Super Savvy Business, and welcome back to this week's podcast interview. This week, I am very lucky to bring in two experts. Their names are Tyrone and Justin, and these guys are the go-to guys when it comes to video marketing. Look, I've brought them in because I've just finished recording the new homepage video for my lead magnet on the Super Savvy Business website. And it was a really, really good process that we went through. And I felt that it would be really beneficial to our Super Savvy Business community to hear about the process that we went through, so you can learn more about how you can implement these same strategies into your business. So first of all, I'd like to say welcome to Tyrone and Justin.
Thanks very much for having us on.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you very much, Fiona.
Now, you guys have been in the internet marketing world for over 6 years now, and I know that, as I mentioned in the introduction, you've really niched down into becoming experts in video marketing. Can you maybe tell us, why did you decide to do that?
Me? Okay. Tyrone just sort of pointed at me for all of the listeners out there who can't quite see us. But yeah, basically, I kind of got forced into it because I used to do a lot of affiliate marketing, and Tyrone knows the story, but I used to drive a lot of traffic through AdWords, and I used to promote stuff like the acai berry, which was really hot a couple of years ago because it was on Oprah and everything, but turns out it's actually a scam. So basically overnight, Google figured out that the acai berries aren't proper. I mean, I didn't know it at the time either, but yeah, Google cottoned on really quickly and they banned my AdWords account. So and at the time I didn't have a proper business either. I wasn't building a list. I was just literally driving people to a landing page to sell stuff for someone else. So when that stopped, I had to find a different way to get into it. So I tried Twitter, I tried Facebook, I tried all the free sort of traffic because I didn't want to rely on paid traffic anymore. Mm-hmm. Not very good at Facebook. I'm not the sort of person to update posts and tweet and stuff like that. YouTube really worked. It got a lot of traffic, and as you were mentioning before, got a lot of conversions. So that's how I kind of got into it. I know Tyrone's story is slightly, it's kind of similar.
We kind of came together at the end of the day to put together the video side of things. I originally started off in marketing on outsourcing. I talked about the topic on outsourcing, and I was having a very popular channel, and I also had my own channel, Tyrone and Justin, on YouTube, which now I think we've got a combined total of close to about 1 million views across all the channels.
That's pretty impressive.
Thank you. So that's been doing really well. So I came from that background, and I already started out in outsourcing, talking about and showing people how to outsource their business, because that was a really big need. And when I started out there's a lot of potential to really show people what to do. And then from there, it kind of got to a point where, people are asking us about videos. And that was a more popular topic. So we decided, all right, let's get together and create the 5-minute video marketing channel and also help our corporate clients, which coincidentally, that's where Justin came into.
Well, I suppose, before we started the channel and everything, what made us decide to work together was when I came back to Australia after living overseas for a bit, one of the companies over here had seen my stuff on YouTube, and they wanted me to do something similar for them. So I knew Tyrone through church, and I knew that he was also into YouTube and stuff like that. So I asked him if he wanted to join with me on this one project. We made this video, which is a conversion video, which we will be talking about later on, and it got really good results for the client. Basically, that video made about $100,000 in a year.
Wow.
And within a week, they knew that they were going to make their investment back pretty much immediately. So they ordered another 6 videos from us, and now they've probably ordered at least, I don't know.
Probably over 100 videos easily, and it just comes in every week kind of thing. So that's where it kind of led us to keep doing videos, and that's where our success has been, and we continue to do that for clients and also ourselves as well.
And anyone that's been around me for a while will know that I talk about video a lot. It's a very relevant topic for business owners and anyone wanting to develop a strong online presence. Last year I went into Google headquarters and spoke to Nick Leader.
Wow.
And one of the things I asked him, what are the 3 big things that I should be teaching my community? Well, what are the 3 big things that things they should be really implementing into their online marketing strategies? And one of the things he pulled out was video. Awesome. So the fact that Nick Leader from Google is telling us this, and also I guess with all the changes with the Google algorithm and Penguin and Panda in the last 18 months, it's all about content and content marketing. And a lot of studies have shown that people prefer to watch video rather than read. So we really need to give people what they want. So for our community that are listening, this is a really relevant topic. So I just wanted to point that out first. Now, we spoke just a moment ago about the conversion video that we've just finished filming, and the process that we went through was just amazing. So can we talk about the...
Thank you.
But it was. And, and you guys have been so incredibly easy to work with, and your knowledge and expertise has really impressed me. But that's why I think I really want to bring you guys into the community here so you can share some of that with everyone. So shall we start with the beginning? Obviously, we met at an event. We were speaking about my needs, about wanting to really improve my presence. And the first thing you suggested was that we have a meeting to discuss the strategy. So can you just go through what we did in that first meeting?
Well, essentially, we came over to sit down with you and said, look, what do you want to achieve out of this video, and how many videos do you want to create? That's really where we first started. And then from there, we put in a strategy, sitting down with you, asking you what are some of the things that your community is needing to find out, or the audience. We just wanted to firstly target and break down what the audience is going to want from you. Because if you know exactly what you're going to be targeting at, then it's very easy to work backwards from there and create the right video or the conversion video that allows for that. So we just sat down and said, okay, what are some of the pains, the issues that your audience is facing or your market is facing? And then from there, we said, okay, what are the other things that we just got to ask the questions, and then really, really narrow it down and focus on what that audience is. Then I think from there, we discussed about what are going to be some of the call to actions that you're going to be giving them or asking them, and then also what are some of the other things that you're going to be giving away to them as well, such as your business diagnostic tool that we're talking about as well. And we incorporated that into your whole video. And that whole process took about an hour or so.
Yep.
And we just went through and went, okay, this is what we're going to do. Then we go away and we sit down and write a script for you. And that script is something that we work together on a draft. And then if you're happy with it, then we go to the process of filming. And that's where we've landed with you here today.
Yeah. Now, can we go? You mentioned the script, and that's what I really want to drill down into now, because there's a formula, isn't there? So are you willing to share the formula with our community?
Nope.
Come on. Twist your arm. Come on.
Okay. Fine.
Pretty pleased.
Well, what's interesting is the formula that we use. If you are familiar with a lot of copywriting and stuff like that, you'll actually notice it happens in other formats or other areas in different forms of copy. And have you heard of the AIDA principle?
I have, but please explain that to everybody.
Okay, I can't quite remember what they stand for.
So A stands for attention, I stands for interest, D does stand for desire, and A is action, which is the call to action. So
cool. So yeah, with attention, the very first part, you probably notice for a lot of our videos, we always try and start with an opener or just a pattern interrupt.
Yes.
And I suppose we should explain what a pattern interrupt is.
Definitely.
So back in the old days, when someone would read the papers and go into the classified section, everything would just be written in black ink with normal headings and everything. But one day, some really inspired marketer decided to change his text to red ink instead. And what this did was it broke the pattern. So when people were reading through the newspaper at the classifieds, they saw this one red ad. It might not have been relevant to anything at all of what they were interested in doing, but because it was red, it broke the pattern and they read that particular ad. So the same principle applies to everything, basically. You want to be able to get attention straight away. It doesn't matter if it's not your target audience or whatever, but if you can get their attention, there's more chance that they're going to read or watch the rest of your video. Mm-hmm. So we always come up with an opener for our videos, and with your video, we've kind of come up with a really cool sort of, I don't know when this podcast is going to be released, so it might not, we won't
share the secret yet.
Okay.
You'll have to watch it on the homepage.
You'll have to go to savvybusiness.com and check out the video very shortly.
So yeah, we always try and do a pattern interrupt or an opener, and how that relates to the AIDA formula is that it is just your attention grabber. Next, what we do is we position the person in the conversion video, because we spoke about this earlier, but you need to have this know, like, and trust relationship before you buy from someone. And the easiest way to get someone to trust you is to position yourself as an expert, because people trust experts.
This has been Super Savvy Business with Fiona Lewis. Take the fast track to your success online. To find out how, visit supersavvybusiness.com now.